Mic's on.
Mic's on.
Mic's
Howdy
on. Hey! We're playing Deadpool tonight. What are you doing? Thanks for hanging out. We what we were playing. We had cell processing over a few days ago for a stream. We were playing Jurassic Park, so we thought, let's move on. So, yeah, what do you think about that? Did you want to play a doubles game? We haven't warmed up. We haven't done anything.
We haven't played Deadpool in weeks now. That's actually not true. I had a really shit game on Deadpool on Saturday night.
That's right. Yeah,
but it was Deadpool Premium, and it's Deadpool Premium. It's harder, right?
No. I wouldn't say that at all.
I had a way worse score.
Well, that wasn't your home machine, so it might have been a little different. It was also later on at night, so depending on. That's what I look over at that thing and it's not there. I turned down the pinball machine, just the volume of it, just to see if that will. Because I turned down T-Rex the other night. Because I was trying to, if there was music on, I was trying not to have it.
Yeah.
Completely,
Yeah, I'm sure it's great.
Interfere.
I'm sure you did good.
Thank you. We got to talk about something. All right. I'm just trying to get that going because that's the only thing that I was seeing if there's any sort of chat. And then I look over and then it wasn't there. Oh, I do want to change the spring in the plunger.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't kick around when I want to do the super skill shot.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's very slow.
Can we put in the shooter rod that we took out of Simpsons? Wasn't that the one that fucking?
Well, there's a
rammed it out.
Spring that yes, we do have a couple springs, so no need to remove a shooter rod, change a shooter rod for that. But.
Yeah, but whatever the piece is, I'm pretty sure the one that was originally when we got Simpsons was hardcore.
Yeah. So this needs to have more power because you're actually trying to get it all around.
Actually, what am I thinking? We didn't even change it in Simpsons, so. Did we?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what I'm.
Yep, we did.
Hey, aren't you the guy that tore up the X-Men's crib in Westchester?
Well, it was a Monday.
Yeah, it was a Monday, all right.
It was an after-holiday Monday.
It was, well, you had training today.
I know, I didn't get anything done today because I was in an all-day training.
That doesn't help either. Is this training for just some new work that you might be doing here?
I'm taking Scrum Master training.
And what exactly is that? I mean, what's it used for?
So that's the way software developers work. They Scrum is a way that they work where you work in sprints, and sprints are typically 2 weeks, and you plan out your work for those 2 weeks, and there's lots of pieces of that. So I'm learning about that.
Gotcha.
There's a planning part of it. There's obviously actually doing the work. There's looking back and adjusting if things aren't going as planned, and then there's sort of at the end of it looking back and seeing what went well and what didn't, and what we can change for planning the next sprint.
Was it boring?
It wasn't boring.
Was it
I feel like I kind of maybe knew a little more than I thought I did about this already.
Okay.
So it was pretty beginner today, and I think tomorrow's the second day of the 2-day training, and I have a feeling. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys, I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold. Tomorrow I think it's going to be a little more getting into the meat of it.
Okay.
So today was a little more of sort of high level introduction to Scrum. I think there's still a lot I don't know, but it seemed pretty straightforward to me today, what we went over.
That's good.
So.
It would suck if you had to go through all that. Either it was just completely boring, or you couldn't even figure out what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah, I guess those would be the two bad extremes, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
to spend all day just getting caught up in your email?
Yeah, it had been, it'd been a week.
Right.
And I work with a lot of people in a lot of different places, and not everyone has a holiday for international stuff. So, there's still issues that always happen just because of the type of business.
I feel like it's like almost a guarantee that something will happen when there's a holiday or you take a week off work.
Yeah, that's right. Or what happens is somebody needed to dump something off because they wanted to leave, and then you get it on like Friday.
Hey Saul, how's it going?
Hey dude.
We were just talking about having you over. We hope you had as much fun as we did. I was also talking about how shit my game was on Deadpool at the place we went to.
I was thinking I needed to get. So you need to give us an idea of what we should have. So when you come on.
Yeah, if you want a different thing than just a channel shout out, if you have a different idea, let us know.
I was thinking the other day. I was thinking of because you're a mod, and I suppose our favorite mod. So I thought,
You're
okay,
a VIP.
how do I figure what's a video, if you will, or something like that has
Didn't you have an
a
idea?
sword? Yeah. And so I thought of Highlander, and like the line where there can only be one or something like that. You know what I mean? So I got to find a.
You can take our lives, but you can never take our freedom.
A little Braveheart. There's another one. There you go. That's
I always
Braveheart.
think of, when you say Highlander, I always think of like the Scottish people movie. That's funny.
There's Scottish,
Every time.
There's Scottish people in that.
In Highlander?
Oh, in Highlander. Yes.
You know what it is
I don't remember
too?
what
It's
exactly
okay, so it's because there's
yeah.
Outlander.
Sean Connery, I think, actually.
Outlander is a show that's about like a 1600s Scotland, basically, right? And then there's what's the one I actually quoted? Braveheart.
Yeah.
Which is obviously about the same, like Robert the Bruce and stuff, like 1600s Scotland. And then
Yeah,
there's
it's around. Yeah. I think that is when it starts.
so then there's Highlander, which is the one that's like sci-fi, right? And I always just think it's also a.
I totally played your ball.
Rude. That's
I just
a party
started.
foul, man.
Yeah.
Dude, first game, party foul.
I should just play like a first
I'm
game,
gonna put
and
you
then
in
I should. And you should start.
How do I
You know what I'm
time out
saying?
somebody? How do I time him out in real?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a pretty sad
Oh,
buzzer.
it is really sad.
Maybe it needs help. Maybe it's just a. Okay. All right.
A rolling pin? That'd do it. Anyways, yeah, every time you mention Highlander, which I'm pretty sure is like a sci-fi one, right? Highlander's like sci-fi?
I think that's what that would be considered.
Have I actually seen Highlander?
Magic?
It's magical?
Perhaps? Well, I mean, if you can live forever unless your head's chopped off, and when you chop someone's head off that's in that realm or world or head choppers, then you get their power. So then if there's only one, you've got the ultimate power.
Oh.
No, that's not that's
I
magical,
mean-
right? Mythical? Maybe it's mythical, not magic. Serpents, like big giant serpents that attack serpents. That's my attack serpent, by the way.
Welcome to Rain City Pinball, folks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm playing your ball in here.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm not
What am I
paying
even here
I'm not
for?
even paying attention at this point.
I guess you needed a couple warm-up games, huh? Anyway, so that's why every time you say Highlander, for some reason, I think of Outlander and Braveheart, and Highlander, like obviously Scottish Highlands, like it's not that off. I'm not super crazy.
No, you're not.
So yeah, I always think it's a Scottish, like, war plan type
Highlander
movie.
2. And
Was there Scottish men in that?
I don't remember the basis for that one. That's been a long time. The original one I've seen, I don't know, 5 times probably.
Excuse me. God damn. I'm so sick of myself right now.
It's like you should just play this too.
I'll just play a couple of myself.
That's probably a better idea.
I'm just gonna mute myself. Like you don't.
Yeah. Sel says, yeah, Highlander 2 is pretty bad. maybe
feel
that's
like-
why I only did it once.
Like generally speaking, sequels to popular movies are not normally good.
I think this movie, though it did have Sean Connery in it for,
I'm Sean Connery.
but
Isn't that, what's that from? What did you wager?
oh yeah.
Suck it, Trebek.
Oh, thank you. Saturday Night Live doing the Jeopardy parody. And,
I'm gonna have to work on my Scottish accent.
Get in here, player two.
Endgame was Endgame a third?
Must have been.
Didn't even think there was a third. Did they have all new characters? Was everyone's heads chopped off? Was there more? I suppose you would have to have a kid, and they'd have to have that power. What if you were the only one? Is what I'm saying.
Who came up with this movie?
I don't know.
What a bizarre concept.
It's pretty brutal. What do you think of it?
It's like, isn't there something like that in Avatar where if their hair gets chopped off or something like that?
What was that?
You're letting me
I feel like there's something in Avatar about if you chop their hair off.
I know they use that to communicate their hair. You should play a couple times. Actually, I think you could just remove me, but why not?
You love there's a TV show? I didn't even know that. See,
Oh, nice.
I don't think I've ever actually seen Highlander. I think I always think I've seen it because I always think it's some movie about like Scottish clan wars. I can't mute myself as often as I'm gonna cough, so I apologize. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Or I can leave.
Can I just remove the player? Yeah.
Are we doing anything?
We're trying, sir. The TV show is the best thing. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe I'll have to check out the TV show. Does
Maybe
the TV show hold up? Like, if you watch the TV show for the first time in 2022, is it still good?
Yeah, when I was younger, I'd watch like CW, the WB, right? Whatever it is.
They had the WB when you were younger?
Whatever that is, you know, those types of movies, those, you know, low budge type, you know, teen movies. That look, I'm not a big fan of that, so.
This one's so much easier than the one I played on Saturday night.
So all right, so you actually, so I should wonder, I wonder if it's on Hulu. I wonder if that's a show that's on Hulu. Sel, do you know if that's on somewhere? What do we have? Hulu, Prime, and Netflix?
We have Hulu, Prime,
No idea.
Netflix, and HBO
We usually
Max.
just look it up. It's probably
And we have Apple TV. We have basically everything they think except for Paramount Plus and the Peacock channel. Right?
Yeah, we get free Netflix.
Right. With our phone service.
Through phone service. And
We get Hulu because that's the one I can't give up.
yeah,
That's my pick.
yeah.
We got Apple TV because I think we got a discount through, also through phones, right?
That's right. We got a year of that. So we were like, okay, might as well try it out.
Might as well at least watch Ted Lasso. Everybody's talking
yeah.
about it. Ted Lasso is good, yeah. I think there's supposed to be one more season, right? I think there's a lot of other shows that are supposed to be good on that too. I want to watch the.
Yeah, on Apple TV itself. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what I don't really want to get another channel that we subscribe to, but I kind of want to get Paramount Plus because I want to watch that Yellowstone show.
Yeah, that's one I'd like to. It's getting so much hype. I feel like I need to see it.
And then there's like a prequel to it or something like 1876 or something like that. 1885.
So we're saying that the Highlander show would actually jump between New York and Paris.
Oh, interesting.
And flashbacks or Old West. That's cool.
That was cool. Prediction was very good on it. What's prediction?
I don't know.
You know the other one I want to watch is oh crap, I can't think what it's called now. White Lotus.
Oh yeah, the hotel.
I think it's called the White Lotus Hotel or something like that. For people that watch a lot of TV, like I feel like there's so many shows we haven't seen that everybody else has seen. What are we watching all the time? You know what we're watching? Twitch.
Yeah, we're trying to finish Sopranos. We'd never.
Oh yeah, that's true. We've been trying to finish that.
Yeah. I saw the screen capture flickered out for a second.
Did you get any pinball equipment over the weekend? You had something.
I didn't get anything.
I thought you did order something. You told me you ordered.
I did order. Oh, right. I did order those. I believe they're aluminum flippers, metal flippers.
Yeah, you got those metal flippers, and didn't you get like a Turtles banner?
Yeah, and I ended up getting a Turtles banner. I don't have those.
I don't think we got any like actual pinball table parts. Well, the flippers would be.
So Sil actually says he plays more video games than watches TV. I watch TV all the time. I don't know where it comes from. It's definitely one of the things.
Well, let me rephrase that for him. We always have the TV on. I would not say
Yeah,
we're always
that's
actually
true.
watching it. Like, there's a lot of naps. There's a lot of phone looking at.
Yeah, I'll play board games. It'll be on.
Yeah, it's
Or we'll
just
play music that matches
the board game theme.
like era. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if it is castles, then you've got loots and
Loot's a good one.
loots. Yeah. I used to play Xbox a lot, and then I sort of got out of that. I don't know what that was. Probably just different job, totally different, work. So
Well,
the time and a half
when
of
you were
travel
home
wasn't
more-
there. Just
When during COVID and you didn't have to go into work, like we were home all the time. There's a lot more time to play video games and actually watch TV. Yeah, and you don't see much TV because you play what video games do you play the most, Sal?
And are you going through certain games that you've completed before because you want to actually go through it again because it's fun?
Like, I'm actually still trying to. I started when we moved to this house like 4 years ago, and at some point after that, when I got my video game stuff set up, I started playing through Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and I still am probably only about halfway through it because I just don't make the time to go sit up there for hours. Which I should. I always think I need to, and then I don't.
It's an ion cannon.
Gotta get those. Gotta get that scoop. Gotta make sure you get your weapons. And those weapons equal first you get an extra ball light, and it seems to happen around that 25 mark. It changes, I think, depending on your score and when you actually get in the scoop.
So he'll replay the older stuff because they're short and quick.
Okay.
The newer stuff.
What
ones
does
play
that
through.
mean then? What does older stuff mean? And what's short?
That's right.
But
Greatest.
I suppose
What's
if
a
you're
game that
playing,
you've beat?
yeah, if you're playing it so many hours
a retro
a day,
game
I
that you've
suppose
beat.
you can get through it quicker. Because I had Red Dead. Well, I have Red Dead 2, and though I went through the story and I've done a lot of the quests, there's still a lot of things to do. And after a while, I'm like,
No.
it starts feeling a bit of a grind. I even got
There's
the
like
book.
silly stuff. Like we've been trying to go through. There's supposed to be like a pig with a bow tie or something like that.
Sheep.
Sheep with a bow tie. Yeah.
sheep
So we've
with
been
bow
looking
tie.
for the
We
sheep.
haven't seen the sheep.
We haven't played it in a while, but and when I say we, it's more that I watch and look up stuff and tell them what to do. And
We
I'm
did
the guy in the chair.
alien ship, if you will, encounter. The lights over that house, barn kind of thing.
Oh my god. I don't think I've ever actually beat a game in my life. I came really close once.
What's nice is that you at least like to watch the games if I'm playing them.
Yeah, some of those I'm not really good at playing, like, I'm gonna say super advanced games like that.
Let's see, so he beat Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, now working on God of War, Call of Duty.
Okay.
I did finish the Call. I really liked Call of Duty back in the day.
Oh yeah, I used to play so much Call of Duty. Like you and your friends used to get online and all play together. That was like a thing for a while.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, but again, different time, different jobs years ago.
What was that other one you used to play a lot? Like the car game. You were little at cars and you had a ball. It was like car ball, like car soccer.
Oh yeah. Oh geez, I can't think of what that's called. I'll think of it. Rocket League. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I played that for a while, and after, you know, I thought about going back. Yeah, Rocket League. I thought about going back to it, but you know, I think if I was living on my own,
Yeah.
I'd probably play a lot more video games.
Well, I think here's the other thing that changed for us too is like owning a house. There's so much more to do than renting an apartment, right? Like now there's all the outdoor stuff that we always have to do,
Yeah,
and there's
busy
just
doing-
lots more
yeah, that's
maintenance
true.
inside the
Upkeep.
house.
That's true.
So like that actually changed everything a lot too. And I feel like, you know, it got to the point where when you log on, it's not like 10 of your friends are playing Rocket League, so you better come play Rocket League. Like when you do log into Xbox these days, like you never see anybody online anymore.
Hey, Ray Shark.
What's
I
up,
just have to try
Shark?
and say it.
Rice Shark?
Shark says,
Rice Shark.
man, we got a broken Deadpool behind me at this bar. So there's probably there's probably music going on, you know, whatever it is, and you're like, I'm gonna play Deadpool, and then, that's no fun.
You know what's actually funny? The one we played on Saturday, we went out to a spot on Saturday and played a couple different pinball machines, and one was Deadpool Premium, and every other time I think I've played that one there, it didn't work well. I'm gonna do one more.
Yeah, go. It's a good idea.
Like where the shooter rod actually wouldn't get the ball all the way up. But it seemed to work, except for I just couldn't play it on Saturday. Yeah, it is. It's a sick joke. You have more room for cool stuff and no time to enjoy it. Yep. I think that at some point, obviously the hope would be that Eric can work from home full time again. And then, you know, that gives a lot of hours back in the week for him.
I figured I would type a few things into Rice Shark, since I figure the person can't hear us. Just waving. We need sign language. We need to learn how to do sign language.
I don't know sign language. I know English, bad English, and bad Italian. We did pretty much nothing yesterday. It was awesome.
There's points when you start kind of doing something and you feel it because like you need to do stuff.
Well, so like he started doing like a load of laundry yesterday. I'm like, dude, sit down. Like I feel like if he does too much stuff, then I feel like I'm gonna have to get up and do something too.
Well, I needed pants.
We needed to have like an
I was so
agreement to be
lazy
lazy.
over the holiday. I didn't do any laundry.
Well, I mean, same.
So I rode the bike in today, and
Okay, cool.
it was really cold. So there was a flake or two of snow this morning.
It snowed here on and off actually.
Yeah,
It didn't
and then
stick, but
on the way home when I was almost home, it was snowing. So it was just in that sort of 30 to 34, and on the way to work, it's not as bad as coming home. Coming home, my suit's is outside of my case that's on the back of the bike. And
why don't you bring it in?
So it kind of stays a little cold because it's just a get up, and I don't want to. So I do have heated gear. I've had that for a while, so I think
Might be time to start wearing that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull that out.
I mean, when it starts snowing, you probably should start wearing the heated
If
gear.
it's wet and it's frozen, I'm not going.
Yeah.
But typically, it's just cold, and I don't have to drive very far, but I am outside at least 15 minutes at 70, 80 miles an hour, and then on the way home it's just slower and twice as long.
Where are you going 70, 85 miles an hour?
Just on the freeway. Everyone in the morning that's what they're doing in the morning.
Watch for ice.
Oh yeah. No, you gotta be cool.
You are cool. It sounds like. Ice cold.
Yeah, so I'm a speeder.
The Master Blaster.
This in the morning, for the most part, I'm moving past it, but I'm not moving past it very very quickly. And I prefer to kind of get around people. And it's carpool. There's not. It's early too, so there's not as much traffic on it. So, Rice Shark said that. They're talking about something else. I'm like, oh, I can't pull. Oh, I see.
Sounds like it was a brutal Monday for both of them.
Yeah, like, oh.
Wins.
Sal's taking his car to the doctor. Oh, that's no fun.
no.
Rear differential.
Differential, yeah. I don't know what that actually means, but I know it's a car part.
I believe it's the piece that from the engine spins an axle, and then from the axle your wheels need to turn. And since it's this way and that way, there's a differential which takes a spinning this way to turn it into that way.
I can picture it in Legos. Actually. I'm actually picturing it in Lego pieces. Oh man, okay. You had to relearn or redo setup that isn't documented. This is what Reichos is what his Monday consisted of. Don't you love that? Like, I'm so thug life. Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Juggernaut, Miss Sabertooth.
He explained it right. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know car things.
At least that.
All my family talks about on holidays is cars. You think I'd pick up more.
Cars. And I don't know what they're talking about because it's typically old cars.
Yeah,
Model
see,
T
Sal, I feel like
to,
you'd really
you
get
know,
along with my cousin.
70s,
We'll have to have him over next time we have yours.
early 70s, but typically 50s. See, pretty well. Yeah, so when I plunge, it actually doesn't like to go all the way around, so it needs to do that. So I don't attempt the super jackpot, skill shot, I should say. Changabanga.
Hope you get well soon. Yeah, I just still have a cough. It's like the same. It actually is getting better. I feel like I'm just coughing more. I feel fine. I just, the more I talk, I feel like the more I cough. So maybe I just need to shut up. But it's so hard to do.
I think you had to sit up last night. Trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I was hitting that snicked pretty well the other day. I think because I changed the angle of the machine.
How's your arm doing?
It's a little tired.
Yeah. Reichos has to get his car shipped back, but nowhere to store it. Do you have like a? Sorry, Jesus, sorry. So annoying. I'm annoying myself, so I just assume I'm annoying you guys too. But do you have like an older car, like a project kind of fixer-upper car that you're working on or something? Or is it already fixed up? Or is it a brand new car? What kind of car you got? And Sal has another car on storage too.
Spells Deadpool.
Top Gun.
See?
What kind of fancy cars y'all got?
That's one thing we don't have is fancy. I talk fancy cars. I talk more sports cars.
I used to talk about fancy cars. Like when I was a teenager, my dream car was a Viper. I wanted a Viper. I was just sure I was gonna make that happen someday. And they still look awesome, but we rented one.
And we rented one in Vegas.
Yeah.
It was for her birthday. And the car sucked.
It's not very fun to drive.
No. But it looks cool. It's just hot. It's not the right place for that car. It's an incredibly hot vehicle.
So, Reichos has a. Oh, Eric. So Reichos has a '94 MR2 with a V6 swapped into it.
Okay.
And Sal has a 87.
I was waiting for him to say he has a Viper.
Sorry. Sal has an 87 Porsche 930.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think Eric always says that if he was going to get, like, his fancy car would be a Ferrari. Is what, obviously, more than likely we're never going to be able to afford a Ferrari.
Right.
Besides the Lego one.
Yeah.
So at least you have that going for
Yeah.
you. But yeah, that's the one. Or a Corvette. You talked about a Corvette. The newer Corvettes are cool.
Yeah, they look cool. It's not exactly what I'd want, but
I think at this
it'll have
point
to be
though, I'm
used.
just like
Whatever it is I get will be used.
I just want
Some winning lotteries.
something that like does what we need it to do at this point. I
Yeah.
would be looking for more
Yeah.
function at this point than fun.
Yeah.
It's super expensive to run the 87 Porsche. Or
Is
the
it
Viper probably is. Either one probably.
Yeah, either one. There might be more of those Porsche parts. I don't know what the Viper as far as.
What is it that Clay just got? He got some sort of charger, right?
Yeah, I got a 68 Charger.
68
I
charger?
got 2 of them actually.
Yeah. He just finds people that have cars that want to sell their cars. I don't know how he does it.
Well, he rebuilds them, so he gets them from a.
Hello, Omerso.
boner.
How are you doing? First time chatter. Welcome
how's it going?
welcome to Marine City. It wasn't even raining today. It was snowing a little bit.
It was cold. So snow's on its way, but we don't usually where we're at. We don't get too much.
Just Merce. Okay. Sounds good, Merce.
It's more. Snow's going to be typically hanging in the mountains.
Smoke?
Snow.
Oh, snow. Yeah, no, we don't get snow that hangs around. We do get smoke that hangs around in like summer.
Yeah, that's a new trend. That's fun.
The 930 will only run on high octane and no overdrive. So doing 70 on the highway, you're almost doing 2,500 RPMs on the engine. Whoa. I bet it sounds cool. Yeah, my cousin, his dad has always been into like older cars too. They have like I don't know what they actually have at this point, but when I was a kid, they had a Model T that was all like restored. They used to have a Metropolitan, I think that's what it was called. I don't know if you remember.
You just see if I can get a snick since.
I'm trying to think. Like they've had an older Jaguar at some point. They're car people. I think as car person as I get is I like white cars. I don't know why. I think most cars look good in white. Certain cars like Porsches or Corvettes or Lamborghinis, like really fast cars, look good in bright colors. Cell Processing used to have a 27 Model T that he sold to a friend. Nice, cheap, classic cars. That's fun.
I'm Deadpool, and these are my friends, Stabby and Shooty.
Stabby.
Would my first car be a classic car? How many years old does it have to be classic? How many years ago was 87? Well, how old am I?
Isn't it probably
I'm older than
25
that.
years to be a classic?
So you're saying my first car, the 87, was it 87? 85. It was the 85 Nissan Sentra hatchback was my first car. Stel says his next car will be a nice minivan. That'll be good for hauling pins around.
Yeah, well.
Actually, so when we met up with Homegrown and Pepper in Oregon, they had rented a minivan to drive out there, and it was actually pretty nice. Like you just hit buttons and doors open, and even like your dad has one, and the seats just fold into the floor. Like you don't have to find a place to put the seats when you take them out.
Yep. Which is pretty darn handy.
Yep, and friends, he says. It'll be the fun bus. When I was in high school, my best friend got her license before me, and she drove her mom's minivan because that's what they had other cars, but that's the one that they allowed her to drive. So she'd pick me up, and we'd go to school in this minivan. It was like a white minivan with like the brown wood paneling on the side. We did not feel cool at all.
I wouldn't think so.
We called it the Ghetto Hottymobile. I don't know where we came up with that, but we didn't feel very cool though, showing up to school in that.
It's not quite the hip, you know, vehicle. Oh, she's not. I thought she was gonna.
Your dad had a minivan with a stick shift. See, my first 2 cars. So let's see. I've personally owned 3 cars. I don't actually technically own a car right now. The one we own is in your name. But of the 3 cars I've owned, the first 2 are both stick shift, and I honestly kind of missed it when I got my 3rd car. I got a newer Altima at that point, and I didn't. It wasn't very fun to drive. I'm talking too much. That's what's making me cough. Driving a stick is fun though. My middle car, my favorite car that I had was a Lancer, and that felt like a little Mario Kart driving it around, and it was stick shift, so it's super fun. No, I mean it's just honestly, it's just like I have a cough still. It's really annoying. I feel okay for the most part, and I mean I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep last night because I had to wake up early, but just this annoying cough. It's nothing like, so like last week I was actually sick, like Tuesday, Wednesday, basically like the 2 days before Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving I actually felt a lot better. And then I felt better every day since. I just still keep coughing.
It's always that lingering cough.
It seems like that's always like the
thing.
lingering thing.
Yeah.
But I do think like, you know, talking might be agitating it a little bit. So if I just shut up, I was laying in there, but, you know, I took a little nap after I was done with my training today. Oh my gosh, we just got the Joe Hills raid. Hey Joe Hills, how's it going? Thanks for the raid.
Yeah, thanks for the raid, man. We're
welcome, Joe Hills Raiders.
We're playing some Deadpool. This is definitely one of our favorite pins. How are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, what were you guys playing tonight? Playing Minecraft, awesome. Oh shit, thanks for the gift sub, cell processing.
Oh.
Rice Shas got one, I got one.
Holy cow, thanks cell processing. That's awesome, thank you so much. Okay. Oh.
Is that just?
I think it was the first ball though, so that's pretty good. I'm warming up. I'm warming up.
Oh, and we're getting some follows. I can't keep up. I can't see what's happening right now. Oh,
I sort of hear it in the background.
Jamie Laney, thanks for the follow, and Champ Patty. And I don't know if I missed somebody, but
Champ Patty. It's a good one.
I was trying to scroll through and make sure I didn't miss anything. I just keep hearing the noise, like over and over again.
I keep like, where am I supposed to look? Yeah, thanks for all the follows. Thanks for hanging out. This is typically what we do. Is we stream. I'm a Seattle roster, Eric, and this is Retro Game Gal 84.
Or Courtney.
Or Courtney. We stream pinball. We've been streaming for what, 5 to 6 months, and really love the pinball community. Everyone's great. So Processing's on. He's always hanging out. So we love to play pinball with him and so welcome, everyone's welcome. If you have any questions, if you want to add any songs.
Oh yeah, exclamation point SR in chat, and then type the name of the song, and it'll probably work better if you add the artist name
Yeah,
too.
you should add one, and then you can kind of see. And for a while, we just kind of play.
Oh, Merce is gonna order Deadpool. They didn't get one in the last run and were bummed out, but now they're going to get one in the next run in 2023.
You will
right
love
on.
it.
You're going to love it.
I assume you're.
Everybody loves this game.
Yeah.
I don't think I've met anybody or talked to anybody that didn't like Deadpool.
It's a really great pin to have at home. You definitely end up playing it a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun to play. It definitely, you want to keep playing it. Which is great. It
has really good music too.
Yeah,
I feel like I was kind of get into the. I almost like, I took off the headset when I was playing because I'm like, I almost like the music of Deadpool more than actually having background music.
Yeah. And cell processing has Deadpool. Everyone's got Deadpool. I think this, I don't know if this is still the obviously it was the hottest game.
Oh, Merce has a Mando coming too. Just ordered it on Saturday. Nice.
We've got a Mando as well. And I like Mando. Mando's going to be more challenging than
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot
Deadpool.
harder. If you're getting that before you get your Deadpool, you're gonna be really good at Deadpool by the time you get it.
It took a little setup for my Mando, but I think it plays pretty well. Did I have to move any metal on that one? I had to make an adjustment on this one. The Deadpool, I had to make an adjustment to where the left orbit is. You can actually move that piece of, what am I doing here? I'm not even paying attention. You can adjust that so when it comes off that right there, before it would go right down the right down the center. I'm like, that's obviously not how it's supposed to work. So then now it's smooth when it comes down. Plays like it should. That's what's nice about having them at home too, right? You can make sure that they play right.
And you don't have to keep putting quarters in.
Well, yeah,
That's the best part.
that's very true.
You spent all the quarters at once.
Have
And a really
you,
big check instead.
Have you played Mandalorian a lot? And did you buy it because you like the theme? I know that we got it for the theme. We don't have other Star Wars pins and haven't had other Star Wars pins. We just like Mandalorian
We like Baby Yoda.
and Baby Yoda.
Cells said I had the same thing, but with Mando. Cells Mando came with a demon in it, though, didn't it?
It might have. Okay, so I'm just messing around and I guess I finally got a snick. Did you want to play?
Summers played it quite a bit at local arcades. Picked Led Zeppelin and got that used. And wife got to pick this one. Fun.
Oh, nice.
Hello
Yeah,
there.
the Mandalorian. No. There you go. The Mandalorians. The difference with that one is the shots, if you will.
Can you do it
A lot of
again?
the shots are just holding the left button.
Oh, just the left one.
Oh, now you got to get out of that. The shots, some of the shots are close, right? So the posts are close.
Oh.
So you've got to be a little
I
bit
feel
more
like
right
I
on.
might have. Did I see you in someone else's chat saying the same thing? Maybe somebody else was in the same position too.
Was that from Merce?
Yeah, that they wanted a TMNT and wife wanted Mando, so they compromised and got a Mando. I feel like I'm sorry, heard that somewhere else.
Cell processing has a Turtles. I think that was recent and
Because I said it's
think he's
kind of like
enjoying
it's like the Christmas tree meme where my wife wanted a Christmas tree in every room and I didn't. So we compromised and there's a Christmas tree in every room. That was like a meme that went around for a while and it's kind of funny because I feel like if we are that meme now. But it wasn't all me. Like you're down with the Christmas trees. You're okay with it. Oh, Wild Dogs, yeah.
Juggernaut, Mystique,
I knew I saw it somewhere.
battle.
Boo.
Wins.
I didn't even get a shot.
so we have Deadpool Pro, which is obviously what we're playing right now. We have Jurassic Park Premium,
I posted the list.
Mandalorian Premium, and
Simpsons Pinball Party.
and then Cactus Canyon's on the way. And we just wanted to have a bit of a rounded collection.
That shot sucks. Why does that one just come straight down now? Did you change this?
Which one's that?
Like if it comes down here, it just goes straight down.
It always does. You got to give it a little shimmy at the top of the little ramp thing
I
there.
think you made it harder.
It's always been you can't adjust that, so you can change the pitch of the machine, or you just have to know that you got to bump it a little bit. So Marissa is a 70s baby and 80s child, so grew up with
Yes.
TMNT. That's me as well. And this is and lets the nostalgia take over. So happy to getting it. So Mando's cool. I really like the modes on it, and I like the modes. The video. It's great that they got so much video from the show. The call-outs are great. It looks cool. I definitely I like that one.
I love everything about it
Merce
except the posts. That's what I'm sticking with.
Merston says that the wife was not into Star Wars universe and all, but yep, Baby Yoda.
Yep, Baby Yoda.
I got it.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, then slowly Mando into Boba Fett, and then into
I've
movies.
bought so much random stuff with Baby Yoda on it in the last 2 years. I have
From
a Baby
cooking
Yoda
dishes.
I have a Baby Yoda Pez. I have like Baby Yoda baking dishes from Costco. What else have I bought? I bought the big, like, there's like a big squishy Baby Yoda at Costco. I bought that.
Yeah, so I think you made a good choice with moving to Turtles, especially with their last run. That's good. Don't worry. Well, at some point I'll just trade you my Mando for the Turtles.
Yeah, we'll just do a little swappy.
You're gonna join
Well,
Mando.
you know what's gonna happen though? If we do that, then ours will come back with a demon in it.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. The Turtles might have a demon. They might be. So you guys
Vinny,
will love.
how's it going,
yeah,
Vinny?
Yep. Hey, Vinny. I started hearing like what's going on?
Something's happening. Someone's here.
In the background. Yeah.
That's why I kind of like that happens automatically now. We have to set it up for more people though.
Yeah. The Foundry's cool. I ended up putting a purple light in the Foundry. And was it purple or blue?
I don't know. It's been so long since I played Mando.
I think it's purple. But I think I would go with blue because that's a little bit. It was supposed to be sort of more the Foundry like firelight.
Can you get an LED that makes it look like fire? Like make it
That it
makes it like
flickers?
like flickers orange and
I
yellow.
don't think you. I don't know if you can.
Why can't you?
Because I can't make it.
I mean, they make Christmas lights so you can change it to all different colors.
But
so.
yeah. No.
This is not going well.
We're doing this?
You can get that LED.
Finally.
Hold the left flipper
It's a
button for
comet.
super skill.
Oh, is that where you?
It's on.
So it'll go back and forth. I don't want that.
Oh, okay. So that's the real answer. It's not. I don't know if they make that. It's. I don't want it that way.
I think it'll be. That's not the flicker I want.
How about just put a real flame in there?
Yeah, we could just light it on fire.
Make it an actual foundry.
You could get crepe paper. Is that what it is? Crepe paper, and just with the fan, and it just like
Like
blows
the Halloween
around.
decoration.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the little flamey Halloween decorations.
There you go.
That's actually kind of.
The ball
I
would
think
just
it's like
roll over
silky.
it. It would just come back up. It'd be like a waving armband thing.
I think it's actually like silky fabric in those things.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, either way, there's not a lot of space in there, but I'm sure we could make it work.
So Cell had a blue light. Yeah, I think blue might have been the right choice.
Choose your
It's not that purple looks bad, but it's a.
battle.
You just know it should be blue.
You can do whatever you want, Mando.
I mean, I can get blue.
Mother, that was like
Yeah, the
me just not even paying
because
attention.
you always start off with flamethrower, and then when I get into the foundry, I do end up getting armor first, because armor extends your ball time, your ball save time, and it extends it for the rest of the game. So it's one of those things you kind of want to get in the beginning, so you have it throughout the game. And then I also like to get whistling birds. And then I use on, it's the Mudhorn. When you fight the Mudhorn,
Oh, yeah.
you can use the flamethrower. You can get it out of the scoop and you can hold it in your left flipper. You can hit the flamethrower and hold that so it lights up all the shots. Because all the Mudhorn shots are on the board at that point in time. And then you hit your whistling birds. It hits all the shots except the final scoop, and you take that backhanded scoop and you put it in. So you get it done. You get all the shots and you get it done extremely fast, and it's a really quick way to get through that. That's what I do. Dank Ferric is everything. You're right. Yeah, you were trying to get that the other night.
Dank fair.
And I realized I think you can only get that either with the in the Foundry the question mark, or maybe there's a wizard mode somewhere in there. I know that I've made it to This Is the Way. I think I've completed This Is the Way. But
This is not the way.
But yeah, but I haven't really finished all the, you know, you just kind of get through it, not really finishing the modes all the way. So I haven't necessarily finished the game. Okay, so yeah, so it is the question mark, yeah. And what do you get for it? Do you get Beskar or weapons or anything like that? Because I know with scope, there is
Weapons and enemies.
you can get whistling birds. I believe you get Beskar, and then there's another one that I can't remember what the third one is.
You can't fool me 3 or more times.
Oh no. What's that noise?
The top or the hands moving.
Oh.
So Frenzy Multiple, all the switches are worth a lot of points. That must be why. Yeah, that's probably a good one. Yeah. Follow.
Somebody followed us. Thanks for the follow, kid.
Hey.
Oh, Merce, thanks for the follow.
Oh, Merce. That is, yeah. Hey,
Merce. Just Merce.
Oh, that's Merce. Oh,
It says
down,
Merce,
it
but
says,
he's...
and then down here I can see where I'm reading it. Yeah, Merce. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, what is that? It's like number. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I should actually
Look at what number.
look at what number.
How
it
many
is,
people do we have?
Because I think it's look at that, 203 followers.
203.
So we've been 5-6 months, something like that. I think we've been doing this. And then there's a website you can go out to, and you can see there's a person, a group made a website which collects information, at least from Twitch, that provides some sort of data, and that you can look at how many followers you have, and you realize, yeah, I'm kind of at the bottom. So follow me.
We're not that cool, is what I said. But thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, so that's what I figure. I think my assumption is, you know, just within an algorithm of if I'm following somebody and when you're following me, then you'll likely get, you know, that person recommended to you, and vice versa as we follow. So that's my assumption anyways. So then it just sort of pop up maybe.
Weren't you? Was it Nick or I feel like somebody told us recently that if you get something, it extends your. Maybe you told me that if you get something, it extends your ball save.
That's on Jurassic Park.
Oh, JK.
But that doesn't mean that it wouldn't work here. And what that is when you get the skill shot.
Oh.
So
It
on
adds
this,
to your
the
ball
skill
save.
shot is actually really it's the lanes unless you get the super, but that's still. So I think that is it's just Jurassic Park. Then you get more time as your ball save, which is great.
This is some crap pinball tonight, guys.
No, it's not.
I mean, well, for me it is. I'm only thinking about myself. Sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say we can play it. Like I thought we could maybe, you know, just keep ourselves entertained while Eric plays forever here for a while.
Oh yeah, you got these things. You should show them on camera too.
It would be kind of like how when we were trying to find songs that fit the certain categories. Last week we did this where the prompts were things like a number or something you wear, and yet the answer, you had to come up with a song that answered that prompt kind of thing. But this is a board game, but the cards give movie categories, and part of the board game is naming movies that fit that category. So if anybody's into that, we can see how many we can get.
Yeah, let's see it. Is this supposed to be from a certain year?
Well, let me just make an assumption here.
I think I need to add more power to this auto.
This is the board game, so I'm guessing it's not going to be like super recent. It's a game for anyone who has ever seen a movie.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, if you finish Little Deadpool Bounce, you get 2 times playfield until the end of the ball. Okay. Yeah, I remember
right.
you saying that, Sal. I
I
thought
gotta read the rules of this.
I got a lot of. I feel like I got a lot of information on Saturday between Cell and you. Are always telling me stuff that I'm never remembering, and then we met up with Nick from New Mexico Pinball too, and so we got some little tidbits from him about stuff too.
Oh, that's right.
Combo Truck, how's it going? You love Blockbuster Game. Well, if anybody's into it, we can try to name some movies that would fit some of these categories, just because maybe it'll be fun and get conversation going.
Give it a whirl.
Sounds like I have upper airway cough syndrome. Is that actually a thing? So I was sick like on Monday, Tuesday, or like Tuesday, Wednesday last week, and I actually thought I had COVID maybe, because I was like, I mean, I haven't been sick in 3 years basically, so I didn't know what I had.
What a cold is anymore.
I don't know what it is anymore. So I went and got I did home COVID tests and they were negative, and I went to CVS and got one of the PCR tests, and that came back negative. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you took one, so I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's not COVID, but it could be any number of other things. I don't know. Very normal after a viral infection, which would be a cold, I would think. So
Yeah.
That's probably what it is then. What? I'm sorry. Oh, an intranasal glucocorticoid. That's a tongue twister.
If you can say that, your nose is not stuffy.
I'm fine. So I actually have. I think I have that. I have nasal spray. Would that actually help me? It's for allergies.
Yeah, cold and allergies.
3 to 5 weeks.
You're in for it. See the plunge.
3 to 8. I can't even read.
I've angled it so much.
Dang, that sucks. Yeah, I have I wonder if that would help. I'll start using that. I just have you can get a 3-pack of some kind of nasal spray at Costco. Boo, well, that's not very fun sounding.
No, it's not.
I mean,
We're trying to get a snick.
I guess that's better than some of the stuff that's going around. I have to Google that. I need to Google this before I lose this comment. Upper airway cough syndrome. Are you a doctor?
Play one on TV. I went to Best Western. What was that? Holiday Inn? I'm not a doctor, but I went to a Holiday Inn. That was their ad campaign. Holiday Inn or La Quinta. I don't remember what. Is that what it was? Yeah, that's what it was.
My face.
Someone
I
tell
think
me
tells
I'm not
you
crazy.
that I don't know. Oh, Merce is a nurse.
Oh, there you go.
Merce the nurse. Yeah, I actually have been taking antihistamines already, but I'll try the steroid, the nasal spray too. Hey, Flyland Designs have a Cyber Monday sale. Is there anything we don't already have?
Yeah, Cell Processing really liked the Arabian Nights.
Oh, are you gonna get the Totan one, Sal?
I don't know if he was gonna get it, but
No, I'm sorry. I keep I'd have to just mute myself the entire time.
I'm basically just going for these purple arrows.
All right, I'll leave that open. Maybe, he says. Okay, so let's see. Movies starring a famous comedian.
Movie starring a famous comedian.
Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore,
Yeah,
Billy Madison.
that one seems to be a fairly.
I can't think of any other famous comedians. Is Jim Carrey a comedian before he was an actor?
Yes. I think I would
Liar,
say
liar.
that probably most are that way, I would think.
That shot is a naughty.
Can you think of a movie starring a famous comedian?
I actually went to the Eddie Murphy well
I
with
forgot he's a
Beverly
comedian.
Hills Cop. I was going like blockbuster era. Some 80s.
I mean, I was too. Did Blockbuster still in the 90s?
No, that's true.
I can't think of very many for that. I feel like these are gonna be harder than I think they are. Movies where somebody goes to jail.
Movies where somebody goes to jail.
Neutralize it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Vinny, we'll check it out. Homegrown's Discord just posted a new playfield lighting. Awesome. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
take a
nice.
look.
Okay, cool.
Movies where somebody goes to jail. This isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you know what? A good one for Demolition Man.
The Green Mile, Ant-Man.
It's a
Demolition
pinball
Man?
machine, and yeah, he goes to cryogenic prison, if you will, and they freeze him.
Cryogenic prison.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Shawshank Redemption, obviously.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Duh.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought this would be easier.
Well, it's good, because then other people can.
Ant-Man.
Mutant to mutant. Let's take
I don't know, you got anything else? Anybody got anything else for movies where somebody goes to jail?
I know that there was actually another jail one with I guess going to jail. Trying to think of not just scenes of in jail where you start
know.
jail sort of thing.
I just can't think of like I can think of TV shows where people go to jail.
Mr. Boss.
Movies with vampires.
hydrated sponge weapon.
How about escaping jail? Yeah. Oh, Con Air. Oh,
yeah,
you know
Con
what?
Air, that's a good one.
Yeah, but they're leaving jail.
Yeah, but they
what's
were on
the
an
other one?
airplane
The Rock.
jail.
There's a jail in The Rock.
Oh, yeah, The Rock. That's a good call.
Gets in my
And what's the Harrison Ford one where he escapes?
Oh yeah, The Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
Does he make it to jail? He doesn't actually ever make it to jail, I don't think.
Wasn't he in jail and being transported to a
I
different
think
jail or
he
something
was
like that?
convicted and he was going to be put in jail. I think that's maybe how that worked. Yeah, I need to see if, can you take a look at the instructions for this game, the manual for this game? Or anybody. What I want to do is I want to see if I can turn up the auto plunger.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure it's in settings. Okay, movies with vampires. The first one that comes to my mind, I actually can't think of the name of, but it has Kate Beckinsale in it. Oh, obviously, like there's Twilight. Movies with vampires.
Oh, yeah.
Twilight. What's the Kate Beckinsale one?
Lost Boys?
Lost Boys.
Ooh,
Yeah, Lost Boys. Combo Truck got
there
it.
you go.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
What We Do in the Shadows. What about like, I mean, obviously there's Dracula. Those are, and like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Yeah, Sal says you can do it in game settings.
Okay.
Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I've never seen most
Yeah,
of
that's a
these.
good one. That was Pitt and Cruz. And then what's her face was the girl. The first Spider-Man girl, Duff. Dunst. Yeah.
Underworld.
With the
Yes,
tooth,
thank
yeah.
you, Vinny. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Underworld. Oh yeah, like 10.
There's
all
like
of them.
10 of them.
Yeah. Oh, Blade. Duh.
Oh, Blade.
What am
Yeah.
I doing here? Oh, I gotta get the little Deadpool. To get the dinosaur. to get
Blade
T-Rex.
1, 2, and 3. Yep. Isn't there more than that though? I feel like there's a lot of blades.
Okay. Well, I gotta get the scoop to finish off the T-Rex. Oh, it was there. Hold on.
That's all I got for vampires. I can't think of any other vampires. Like there's
There we
the Dracula, like any Dracula
There it is.
movie, The Night Stalker.
I should have done is gotten a snake first. Duh. That would have been.
Is there a Marvel vampire?
For your mystery award.
Is there a Marvel vampire? Morbius.
Morbius is a vampire.
I recently watched that.
No. Near Dark.
Near Dark. I don't know if I. Is that?
Wait, Blade is Marvel?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, so check out Near Dark. And if you guys have never seen What We Do in the Shadows, I recommend that. I feel like that one's underrated. There's like a TV show about it now too, but the movie was funny. 1987. Okay. Near Dark. Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton is a vampire. Vampire Bill.
Vampire Bill, is that what you said?
Yeah. Isn't that what in True Blood?
Bill, that's
They
right.
called Bill Vampire Bill. Merce said that Comic Truck had the only acceptable answer, and then maybe Near Dark was
didn't
the
get
other
the
option,
movies
and that
quite
was
yet.
Blade 1, 2, and 3. Cell noticed a TMNT call out in Deadpool today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played enough Turtles to know.
Is the in Deadpool? Is it a in Turtles referencing Deadpool?
No, it's a Turtles reference call out in Deadpool. So in playing
Okay.
Deadpool, there's a Turtles call out. We'll have to listen for it, I guess.
I'm trying to get it snicked, actually. I need to get that scoop.
Yeah, that's true. What We Do in the Shadows is awesome, but usually warn folks to hang on there with it because it initially, because the humor grows in you. That's definitely true. Because at first we were like, what are we watching? And then like it just got funny. And you also have to kind of like that kind of humor too. It's more for pop culture for Ninja Multiball. He says, go Ninja Multiball, go. Oh, of course. There you go.
Juggernaut.
Okay, so Near Dark. I feel like I need to get like a Post-it or something. Does anybody have a Post-it? I was just thinking of like Romy and Michelle as I'm saying that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Turtles has Easter eggs in it too for Godzilla and Elvira. That's cool.
I'm just trying to hit the spinner because I've got.
I don't know who Lance Henriksen is either.
Wolverine as my team up. So if I can just hit that a couple times, I'll actually defeat Juggernaut. But I gotta hit
Hey,
that. and not-
Ozzo75. In Seattle, when we go to Seattle, we usually like to go to Jupiter and we usually go to Jupiter's our favorite. We've been to Shorty's a couple times as well. And we've been to the Seattle Pinball Museum a few times. And I know there's a lot of awesome places north too, like Icebox and Adaball, but we haven't been to those yet. Oh my god.
Mute.
Oh, you're just at the Kraken.
totally
So
blew
you're
that.
at the touring the Kraken Ice facility. Oh, for attorney. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, it's actually not that barren around there. You're not that far from Shorty's and Jupiter at Climate Pledge. Like, it would be a
Yeah.
little bit of a long walk, but
Cold.
and a long cold walk this time of year. But
Cold walk.
Icebox is closest.
But yeah, I suppose it's.
Really? How far is Icebox? How have we never been
it
to
the
Icebox?
other-
It's
is it
that
the other
close. I
way?
thought Icebox was like over the bridge.
Is it walking? Isn't it down? Sort of water level? I'm trying to think of where it was. When
Icebox?
Yeah.
We haven't been to Icebox.
Well, we drove by it. We wanted to go in.
thought it was
There
like- I thought it was in
something
Ballard.
on. That's right. That's what I kind of thought too.
Oh, it was a practice facility at Northgate. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what would be in that area, but yeah, I think so. I think actually, if Icebox was near there, I'm pretty sure there's a Full Tilt and Add-A-Ball are both in that general region too. Does OBS have pinball layouts, or do we have to make? He made this. He found the elements for it.
So this is Streamlabs. Is that
Well, there's that. We're using slobs, not
right?
obs.
So Streamlabs, and then I ended up getting. So you can. So the easiest thing, I'm looking at it at the moment. So the border is somebody else's, and that was just part of a thing that I downloaded. The background, I think the background moves, but for the most part you don't see it. So a lot of times I've just taken an image of that. Otherwise, when you're putting up your cameras, you just separate your cameras because it just becomes a box. You bring in a capture from something or other. So you don't necessarily have to. It's not really, it's not tough to build it, if you will, right? But you don't have to go into code or anything like that if that's maybe what you're thinking. It's you don't have to. And Streamlabs is, I think, it's supposed to be easier. That's what I use. I need to go to adjustments, right? And in the game, all right. So I'm looking for trophy jack, ball launch power. Okay, does it go higher? Yeah. How high does it go? 1,000. Oh, okay. Let's see how that goes. So the machine's about 7.2, and before I had it at sort of 7, I was just trying to figure out the right spot for it. And so I think just angling it up, it doesn't quite have enough oomph, and that's why I think even I didn't want to change the spring and the plunger.
Thanks for the info, Mercedes.
Intimidating, but don't be afraid. I'll be gentle.
Yeah, no problem.
Your time to lose.
Yeah, I didn't know. So when we got into this, we had watched people stream for a while. Do you stream that? And so we've only been doing this 5 months. We watched people for a while and had a lot of questions. Had some help. I read a lot. And I ended up sort of, using a lot of mimicking other people that put this stuff together. So that's kind of what I ended up doing.
Meet plunger.
Oh, nice. I forgot I got little Deadpool cam going on tonight, too.
Yeah. I was like, what should I do with that thing?
Sabertooth.
I kind of wonder if it's, if it's too close, if it's really doing anything. But
So Merce streamed a little PC gaming on Facebook and had some experience. just me and the wife and sometimes buddies thought about doing it for fun. I think if you liked doing that, I'm sure you'd like doing this. You probably need more equipment maybe to do pinball.
yeah, pinball, that's terrible. Pinball takes 3 cameras, or 2 cameras and the ability to capture the LCD. Some companies you're able to just get a splitter and a powered splitter, I think, right, for capture scanning, and so you can HDMI out. Or a lot of people have cameras. I was able to screen capture this. Sometimes
This one is, of our 4 machines, this is the one that actually works. So, well, one of them can't. But of the 3 that have the ability to do screen capture with that device, whatever that thing is you got, this is the only one that works.
Oh, did I get that back? No, I'm starting that over. You could put up the rig comes up.
Yep, yeah, here.
So here's a link. I did for at least the rig. You can see kind of what I'm using.
You need to get around to making one that has the other stuff on it too.
It's one of the there's a version 1, the Carl rig, and then I had 3 point or 4, whatever I put on there. But I show you where to get it, the pieces, and it's it's a little different as each version goes by, and it works great.
What do you waiting for?
So if you want to look at that, that's going sort of.
Oh,
bit
so Sal was
extreme.
reading
You don't
about
need to go
that.
far, but
Says it's a problem with the refresh rate on some.
the refresh rate on.
The device that I assume the device that auto captures.
Is it refresh rate on the device, or because if I'm using the same device, or is it actually the refresh of the game? Or are you saying you need a powered HDMI if the refresh rate is? So many questions.
Oh, so not all Sterns run at the same refresh rate. Huh.
Playing well.
Merce thought that 8020 sells a really nice aluminum one that looks clean and sturdy as heck. I don't know what that is.
That's where
is 8020 where you bought it?
Yeah, that's where I go. Went. I even take screenshots of all the pages where you order stuff, with the stuff in the order boxes.
Tell me that you
created
write
a manual.
documentation, process documentation for work without telling me that you write
Created
process documentation
a
for work.
manual for the person that has no idea what they're doing, which was me. And I thought I can overanalyze things, and so it can make it a little more difficult for me to sort of get instructions in the sense of I start asking myself too many questions. So this way I just spell it out.
I think Merce is picking some good songs. These are definitely songs that are
nice.
up your alley. There's Van Halen. There's Motley Crue. What was the last one before that? I feel like there was like all bed music you like. Oh, I don't know that last one before that.
Let's see. Put it on. And Van Halen Jump is next. And I think that's the last one that's in line.
The left arm feels so good on DP.
That left ramp, it's a quick level ramp.
Do you have the plastic
I like
protectors
that.
on yours, Sal, for Deadpool?
Still loading.
Like we've noticed on ours, on occasion,
That ball goes down
the
now.
ramp doesn't quite, like where the metal ramp meets the plastic, or the metal, like, I don't know, turn up there, the ball gets stuck sometimes. Not very often, but.
There it is. That's a tight shot.
Oh no, you didn't.
See if I can get another snake to unlock that other ball.
Okay, movies where it snows. So, okay, basically any movie you're planning to watch this month, I suppose. So like Elf. Snows in Elf. Snows in Christmas Vacation. Snows in every Christmas movie. Die Hard 2, Fargo. Ooh, Fargo's a good
Fargo.
one. That's like a left field
There
there.
you go. 3 times.
Batman
multi-ball.
Returns.
Now that I can get that
see-
snicked.
We talked about that, didn't we?
every angle.
Batman Returns is also technically a Christmas movie, I hear. Better Off Dead.
That's a fun one. John Cusack, right? Better Off Dead?
I think so. I don't know if I've seen that
Didn't
one.
he have like a 69 Camaro?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I believe so. And it was something like a French. I know too much about
Christmas
this
with the Cranks. Yeah, Camaro, Merce
one.
says.
My $2. Yeah, it was the newspaper kid.
What's the one with, no, Christmas with the Cranks is the one where they have to free Frosty.
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah. Oh, that just showed.
I mean, it snows in A Christmas Story too, doesn't it? Like literally every Christmas movie. Just every Christmas movie.
Good thing I had those multipliers.
I know, I'll have to, I feel like I really need to get a notepad in here and start a list of all the movies that come up with it. And I feel like I've seen a lot of movies, but just not a lot the ones you've watched growing up, I guess. The Bourne movies. They snow in the Bourne movies?
I like the Bourne movies, the Bourne series.
80s perfection.
So I've got team-ups for, I think I've got 3 team-ups. I do. Well, it's basically the left side of the field.
Does it have to be actively snowing, or is it just snow in it? Because in X-Men, there's snow when Wolverine is up at the bar somewhere snowy fighting, and Rogue finds him.
Ooh, I'll take that.
I feel like there's a James Bond movie where it must snow, right? Family Man?
Oh, that was Nick Cage. He had a Ferrari in that movie. Wasn't he like a, what did he do? Wasn't he a news person? It was like a Scroogey thing, wasn't it? That is a Christmas one.
Oh, there's, oh my God. I feel like it gets worse the more I talk too.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Get in there.
What's it called? What's the Scrooge movie called?
That was big.
What's like the classic Christmas Scrooge movie called? Lots of Bond movies that snows. There's snow in Indiana Jones.
Is there snow in Indiana?
There is, when he goes up to, oh God, what's her name? The first girl. The first movie, the first girl. When he goes up to, like, I don't know, Siberia or some shit, to the bar she works at to get the medallion.
I was thinking when they fell out of the plane in the blow-up boat, they might have landed at the top of a mountain.
You know, I feel like you might be right about that, actually, too.
That's what I was thinking. Oh
God, why can't I think of her name?
Oh, little Deadpool's lit.
What's the first indie girl's name?
3.
Gremlins.
I need to get some weapons. I need to get an extra ball. If I have any chance. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh, it's the worst.
It snowed in the, what did we watch? What did we watch 2 nights ago? Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. With Kevin Bacon.
With Kevin Bacon.
Oh, you missed me.
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, movies that take place in space. Guardians of the Galaxy. Spaceballs. Star Trek, Star Wars.
People are starting to type S and then you're just, that's it. They're not gonna want to play with you.
I should have done it where, like, you even use the buzzer and I name one and then somebody to chat with.
Ooh.
Gravity, Last Starfighter.
Gravity was, yep, that's space.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Ooh, The Martian and Interstellar.
Ooh, Mars Attack.
Mars Attacks.
There you go. See, that's.
What's that really kind of dorky movie? I think you showed it to me once. It has like space Starship Troopers.
Yeah, Starship Troopers.
Enemy Mine, Aliens.
What guy didn't like Starship Troopers? And that's a pinball machine, as a matter of fact.
Is there really?
Yeah, it is.
Flight of Navigator. I don't know a lot of
I
these movies.
don't know if I've seen that
I don't know Last Starfighter either, Merce. What are space monkeys?
Space Monkeys.
Space monkeys. Is that a movie?
2001. Space
Odyssey.
Not
Another
space
80s
monkeys,
classic.
but there's, well, I guess apes more than there are monkeys, but you know, same.
You know, I have to say, actually, like space, like sci-fi is not a category I am typically interested in. So you didn't know Last Starfighter. I'm sorry, I'm such a disappointment, Merce. Merce is gonna unfollow any second, like the next movie I say I haven't seen. If you do nothing else, schedule a date night and watch it. I swear I need to go find like a piece of paper and start writing down movies.
Yeah, I'm definitely the. Oblivion was not necessarily a space. I guess that was more future. That came to mind. I like that type of.
It's video game space. Okay, so Last Starfighter.
But I do like sci-fi.
What was the last one you told me to watch, Merce? It was another one that you were talking about. Oh, Near Dark.
Who's in Near Dark?
Don't know. Last Starfighter was a double feature film. I did not know that. Dune, that's kind of in space, isn't it?
I think it's more Outer Worlds.
Yeah, but don't they go from one world to another? So they had to go in space.
Do they? Maybe they do.
Bill Paxton is in it,
Bill Paxton's in what?
apparently. Lance Henriksen. Is this for who's in Last Starfighter? Yeah, Alien series. I feel like Men in Black, did they go to space
Oh
in Men in
yeah.
Black?
Well, there's enough.
Space comes here. Independence Day.
Oh, Independence Day, yeah. Or space travel.
Oh, I've seen Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger was about a video game. Yeah, Near Dark,
that's right.
Bill Paxton and Lance got it. Okay, I remember you saying that
I
earlier.
brought up a clip for Courtney the other day. I brought up a clip of the Matthew Broderick War Games. That wasn't necessarily a Tron in game, but it was definitely the thinking was that.
You brought up a clip. I think you tried to make me watch the whole movie.
No, I was trying to find. I was just bringing up the computer and what they're using,
Oh,
what
yeah.
it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. Explorers.
Oh.
Oh no, you
I didn't know that though. That's interesting. Yeah, so Cloak and Dagger was also about a video game. Like there was, I don't fully remember it, but it was something like there was like information hidden in
remember
a
that.
video game cartridge that this kid had.
Oh wow.
So the bad guys were after him.
It is a crazy computer in Tron. That is true.
Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix. Oh, River
Was
Phoenix.
that who was in Cloak and Dagger?
River Phoenix
I went
was
to the
young
theater
Indiana
for that.
Jones.
I remember that.
In the third movie.
I don't remember the movie all that well, but I do remember, that I went to go see the movie as a kid.
You know any other space
practicing
movies?
this.
This is like, this should be your category. I feel like you like all the space stuff.
I do like all the space stuff.
Okay, so
Oh, that,
Explorers is Ethan Hawke
Total
and River
Recall.
Phoenix. Total Recall's in space.
Yeah, they go to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Yeah.
Is that the one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
No, it was Sharon Stone. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger in True
Is there an
Lies and
Arnold?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
but I
that's
don't
the one I
think-
was thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think
They
there's
didn't go
any-
to space
I
in
don't
that.
think Jamie Lee Curtis goes to space. I don't think she's ever been to space.
True Lies, yeah. So that's what I was thinking of.
What now that makes me think of what actors, actresses have gone to space in movies that you can think of, because not everyone goes to space. Because I was like,
Will
well, does Will Smith go to space? He doesn't. I don't think he does go to space.
Chris Pine.
He goes to space.
He gets to space.
Yeah.
so mysterious.
Fifth Element. Yeah, Bruce Willis. That's a
Ooh,
good one.
that's
actually a good
favorite.
movie too.
That's a great call.
T-Rex.
That's been a favorite. I've seen that numerous times.
I'll handle the Kraken. You retrieve the Megalodon's tooth.
I'm surprised I don't have that. If I don't have that,
I feel like you do, but if not, that is one you should probably
yeah,
own.
that would be surprising. Or it's one
Robot
of those that's just
Jocks.
always on, so you never really think about.
Robot
getting it.
Jocks.
Robot Jocks. That's
Never
not
heard
that.
of it.
So with this one, you want to get the red shots.
Armageddon, obviously. Wow, that was a big mess.
So
on my
basically,
part.
shoot the Megalodon.
I'm sorry. What? Cell?
And other colors add points to the overall bonus. Or the points, right?
So Robot Jocks, Eric.
Yeah.
So there's you have space and Weird Chainsaw Peen.
And who's Peen?
Weird Chainsaw Peen.
Oh, weird chainsaw Peen. That doesn't sound healthy.
And Combo Truck actually knows what he's talking about. He said, "Wow, that was a fun one." Cell says it was a bad movie, worth it for the laugh.
There are definitely those movies out there. Wasn't it you so processing that
Deadpool says, never leave.
recognized Kung Fury? Wasn't it when we were over at your place playing pinball? And I think I mentioned a Kung Fury, and you're like, "Yep."
Kung Fury's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's not space. Well, is it? It's time travel. I didn't get lit up.
I don't know.
Okay, there's that one.
Robot Jocks got me into BattleTech back in the day.
Center, so
It's
there's-
robot fighting mechs and chainsaws in bad places. Wow.
that all the way up.
Velocipaster, we were trying to think of
Yes.
the name of that one the other day. Why did we see that? Why did we watch that? I think we saw it on demand somewhere and we're like, that looks
yeah.
absolutely absurd.
I'm waiting for it to go to the center.
Yeah, no, Kung Fury is awesome.
Terrible.
Dude, Combo Truck karaoke'd with one of the actors from Kung Fury.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wish they would
is a
make the
ridiculous
second one. They were
movie.
supposed to make a second one, supposedly. Transformers was in space. That's a good one.
Got it. Didn't I get it? Oh, I didn't get that one. Apparently I was screwing around too much. I just keep playing, by the way.
What?
I said I just keep playing, by the way.
Nice one. And you're back for more.
We can play the next one.
Okay, movies that have been remade.
Not like 1, 2, and 3, but literally.
Like Miracle on 34th Street. There's like an old version and a new version, right? What else has been remade? What? Like, I feel like I'm just totally stumped on this.
Wasn't The Fly a remake?
I don't
That
know.
was Jeff Goldblum. And the remake, I believe that
The
was. a
Day the
remake.
Earth Stood Still. Parent Trap. That's a good one.
Ooh,
Parent
the
Trap
Planet
is-
of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Because that was a more recent one. Wasn't that Wahlberg?
Nice one.
Likely not a movie I watch if it's Wahlberg.
Gone in 60 Seconds is a remake. I didn't even know that.
Oh, was it really? Oh, I think I might have known that. Ocean's 11, I think, was.
I think you're right.
It was probably like, I think the original might have even been like Sammy Davis Jr. and,
The Rat Pack.
yeah, the Rat Pack, yeah. Dean Martin and, what's his face?
Frank.
Sinatra.
Were they the Rat Pack? Were those
Yeah.
three the Rat Pack?
Yeah.
Was that all that was in the Rat Pack, or is there more rats?
I think those are the only rats. There's a
Movies that have been remade. I feel like didn't they remake? I don't know if it's a straight up remake, but wasn't there like a new version of Dirty Dancing a few years ago?
It was, I think, more Latin, but yes,
So
I
it's
think
sort
that
of a
was the
spin-off, I guess.
Yeah.
Not so much a remake.
Well, I've got a
I mean, Batman's been remade like 1,000 times. He's Superman.
Yeah, isn't that like the most? I think we were watching something the other night, and the Batman's
Homegrown, what's
the
up?
most. Hey, Homegrown, how's it going?
Yeah, The Grinch was a remake because they had the cartoon one and then the live action one.
We're Homegrown. We're trying to think of movies that have been remade.
I just have like little, it's from a board game. They're just like little category cards to name movies from. It has been remade. That's a good call. There you go. I feel like, the funny thing is I feel like there's been so much stuff lately that I'm like, oh wow, they're remaking that, but I can't think of any of them. Aladdin.
Oh,
That's a good call. And then, so in that respect, then there's like
oh yeah.
Little
That's a good
Mermaid and
one.
Mulan
Yep.
and Beauty and the Beast. Oh, they did The Lion King too, yeah.
That's like the jackpot there with
Disney remakes
Yeah,
everything.
Disney.
They'll probably do it
live,
again. They'll probably have a third, fourth, fifth. How's it going, Homegrown? How's Pepper? How's the fam?
Hey, Homegrown, I ended up getting a Surface Pro today.
A what?
The Surface.
Oh, I thought you said circus. I'm like, you bought a circus what?
I'm a circus owner now.
Well, Star Trek is already a remake, isn't it? Like the Chris Pine Star Trek movies were remakes of the originals.
Yeah. But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Necessarily the. Well, no, it is because Superman. Spider-Man. I mean, they've remade those. That's a little different story. But
Addams
it's-
Family. They remade Addams
Yeah,
Family.
yeah.
The Addams Family might have already been a remake. I guess it was from the TV show. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
Any team-ups? How many do I need for...
King Kong, RoboCop, Ocean's 11,
Oh yeah,
The Thing.
Russian Cop. Yeah.
What did you
what
say?
Did I just say?
Russian Cop?
Russian Cop. Yeah, that one.
Just mishmash of all those.
Oh no, not this again. It's fighting me. It's fighting me.
Gentle with my game.
I'm trying.
Looks like a revolverizer.
Choose your battle. Mystique. Battle.
Got any more? You got any more chat?
Those last couple were good ones.
Okay, movies where the Earth is in danger. I feel like we just talked about space
I'm gonna
movies.
say yeah, space movies.
Armageddon.
How about Outbreak?
Outbreak. That's a good one.
That's not a space.
What about,
movie.
isn't 13 Monkeys about like a disease or something like that?
Yeah, that was a really good movie. That's sci-fi too.
What about The Day After Tomorrow? Wasn't that like where everything freezes or something like that?
That is a time.
No, not The Day After Tomorrow then. I don't know what I'm thinking of. There's one where like the cover of the box is like frozen New York basically or something like that. I don't know what I'm thinking of. The Day the Earth Stood Still. 310 to Yuma, The Stand.
How about it?
How about Shaun of the Dead? The Earth is kind of in danger if all the zombies are taking over.
Not it, but
The Stand. I Am Legend. That's a good call.
yeah, you got that one. I like that one.
Isn't there Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Wasn't there just
that's
like
a
kind
whole
of
bunch of
recently a
things.
movie about the world ending and it was called like This Is the
Get in
End?
there.
Is that what it was called?
Got it.
This Is the End, I think. Karate Kid, Judge Dredd, The Magnificent Seven remakes. Oh, okay. I don't know if I've seen the first one.
Dang it. Had to do it. Sorry, I think that was ball 3, wasn't it? No, it was ball 1. Well done.
This is the end. Merce says the Channing Tatum cameo had me pissing my pants. Maybe I need to watch that again. I don't remember Channing Tatum in it.
Which movie was
This
it?
is the end.
Oh yes, that
You
was.
remember Channing Tatum?
Did I get through that?
That was the one on. Yeah, that was the one on Netflix about the asteroid.
Yeah.
I think. This is the end.
I thought it was. Yeah. Maybe I should just the new. No, that wasn't Channing.
Oh, the next
that
one's
guy.
good. The next category is
I
good.
was thinking of Vacation as a duplicate movie, and that one
Oh, that's
was.
a remake. I mean, it's kind of a spin-off remake, but yeah, no. In Vacation, the new Vacation is really good.
And that has Chris Hemsworth. It's funny in that.
He's on the leash. Danny is his cannibal handler. Oh, Don't Look Up. Okay. Now, I don't know which one I'm thinking of now that I saw them. So yeah, we'll have to. Maybe I haven't seen This Is the End. So in This Is the End, Channing Tatum is on a leash, and Danny McBride is his cannibal handler. So I'm gonna write that down as
Cannibal
one we need to
handler.
watch.
We've got a role for you to play.
I always crack up in like, I don't remember if it's the first or the second 22 Jump Street, which actually I guess is a remake, right?
Well,
but
it was
where
a TV
like,
show. That movie.
oh, true. But where they're like so high on whatever the drugs are that like, they're picturing the guy's face as like an ice cream cone and their tongues are just hanging out and they're slobbering everywhere.
What about TV shows that were turned into movies? I mean, going first next.
and Starsky and Hutch.
Oh yeah, Starsky and Hutch. That's the, oh yeah, and Shaft.
Shaft.
That's a good call. Wasn't Maverick? Wasn't that it? Was that a, well?
Maverick was a remake.
No, I think of it as
But I think it was from a TV show.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, Mission Impossible was a remake. Was that a TV show though?
Yeah.
So it's not. Is it worth watching the whole movie? Because I just wrote it down. I can just search for that stream though. Dukes of Hazzard,
Oh
regrettably.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Maverick is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
He with the most blasters.
I don't know why. I just think it's funny.
Juggernaut. Battle.
Okay, the next card is movies with Tom Cruise, and I feel like we should all just be spitting movies out of our mouth. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many. So Top Gun, obviously.
What was
'cause
this?
I had to get that
I
one on
think
there.
we were looking for Legend.
Yeah, Legend.
night.
Yep. That's actually still one I need to
I
watch
think
too.
the first movie I saw of his that I remember was Taps.
Tapped.
Yeah, Taps. Like playing taps. It was a military academy.
Wasn't he in like some sort of military legal movie?
Yes.
A Few Good Men, right?
That's right.
A Few Good Men. Cocktails and Dreams.
Cocktail's great. It's classic.
Days of Thunder.
That was good. I was in the theater for that, and I remember the theater started cheering.
So one of the movies I mentioned a few minutes ago, and I
Get
was
in that
talking about a
swoop.
different movie, but wasn't it Tom Cruise, The Day After Tomorrow or something like that? Or is that it?
The day after, get in there.
Is The Day After Tomorrow Tom Cruise?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then what's that other? There's another one that you watch.
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
That's another.
I know. I'm like, there's two that he watched a
sort of
lot for a while
weird,
there.
not Time, but.
Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, Tim
yeah,
Curry's
yeah.
awesome. Tim Curry's in Legend too. I definitely need to see Legend.
Yeah, he's the baddie. Because we were watching Tim Curry. Oh, because we were.
The first movie I ever saw Tim Curry in was Clue, and I thought it was hilarious.
A Fish Called Wanda.
Risky
I think,
Business.
Was the one that I saw with this.
Interview with the Vampire, The Color of Money, and
The
Rain
Color Money was
Man.
good. That was a remake.
Vanilla Sky.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it was a remake.
Jerry Maguire. Yeah, there's so many.
Because Paul Newman was in the original.
Mission
with Jeff
Impossible.
Gleason. Yeah, like
1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however many there
Top
are.
Gun.
I said that was the first one I
Oh,
said.
duh.
Top Gun Maverick.
I don't think I beat any.
Oh,
Dinosaur.
Rock of Ages.
Oh yeah.
There's a
that's
left field Tom Cruise for you, but like has
Well,
to
then
be one of
that's
his
the-
best parts ever.
right. Then the other one is where he came back to life. Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. That was a great one too. Those were two like of just the most random Tom Cruise roles that were hilarious. Minority Report.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
Yes, Tropic Thunder.
His hands.
Every time I think of Tropic Thunder, I just think of the scene where he's pretending his hands are blown off.
And there's just like sliced up hot dogs.
It totally looks
Pretty
like hot
much
dogs.
it's just a.
Like maybe like a summer sausage. God, there's gonna be like 100 we haven't even said yet. Hit the boom button.
Hey, Queen call.
Thank you.
Hey, Wombat Pinball, thanks for the follow. How are you doing tonight? We are just playing a little Deadpool and currently trying to name Tom Cruise movies for fun. Austin Powers Gold, member? Tom Cruise was in that?
Was he?
I feel like you might be onto something there.
He was. Oh, don't tilt again. It was.
Had a
The
cameo.
opening of one of the Austin Powers was like Mission Impossible 2, 3, when he was on the cliff.
Okay. Those two, I think. Huh.
Can't believe I haven't had any.
All right, Merce, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, well, we stream on Mondays and Fridays, usually around 7 o'clock Pacific, so hope to see you again soon. Combo Truck is also going to bed. Good night, East Coasters. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks.
The Master Blaster.
Wombat is also laying in bed, a little under the weather. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it seems to
I've
be
got a little
seems to
lingering
be a
cough
thing.
too. I was sick last week, so
Thankfully, I didn't get it.
I know.
Or I had it and I just didn't have any symptoms and I just gave it to you.
That would be so sweet of you. I love gifts, but not like that. Dang final blow. I'm guessing maybe you didn't get the final blow.
Oh, I got a Snicks. That's what I wanted.
All right, you want another movie category?
Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
Movies with cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Give it
Maverick.
Give it a few minutes for chat, too.
You got a good category of movies with pinball machines? I feel like that would actually be,
That's tough.
that would be really difficult. I don't know if I can name a movie with a pinball machine. Back to the Future 3.
Oh, what? Did it really?
Is that for cowboys? That's probably for cowboys. Movies with cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not pinball. Whoa,
Oh, hello.
what was that?
There was a couple different things happening at one time. It was like a free game.
Wild Wild West.
And that at the same time. Since it's not, it's a digital knocker.
What's that?
Snicks.
Isn't it like Hateful Eight or something like that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that kind of a westerny movie?
Yep.
Most improved.
Cowboys versus Aliens, Unforgiven.
Oh, yeah, that was a classic. What was the,
Movies with cowboys.
yeah, I was thinking what was the 90s.
90s what?
Trying to think, and it had a cowboy movie.
Tombstone, yes. And Wyatt Earp was
Yeah, those are good.
a movie of the same story, basically.
It's a hell of a multi-ball, Mexican multi-ball.
Yeah, there's a lot going on that one.
Thanks, multiplier.
Choose your battle. Sabertooth.
I should use.
Gosh, once you actually like try to think about it, it's so hard to think of anything.
I will destroy all you hold dear.
Toy Story?
Just need to get the center ramp or center. Sorry. Oh, that's gonna sit.
Does it count? What is a cowboy?
Stay there.
Blazing Saddles. There you go.
Oh, that's classic.
Deadpool.
That was a good movie for the times. I don't think they're gonna put that back on TV anytime soon.
Remember
Mel Brooks,
Tonto, right? Is that what it was called? Or is it called something else? But Tonto's a
Oh,
character.
Lone Ranger.
Lone
It was a TV
Ranger.
show. Sure, a movie.
No, but there's a movie with Johnny Depp, right? Didn't they
Oh.
like get in trouble for that?
How about Zorro? That's not really cowboy.
He's not really cowboy.
No, that's not cowboy. I'm sure there's a zillion John Wayne movies out there. Well, did anyone say like The Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
No.
Classic.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And it wasn't Clint Eastwood known for doing all the westerns? Like, what other movies was he in? What's that movie where there's like a movie it's a western? All I know is that there's like all I remember is there's a little girl in it. There's like a young girl riding around
Oh
with
yeah,
cowboys.
that was really good, and she hires a hitman,
Yeah.
or at least someone to help her, and then she'll do it. Yeah, what was that? That girl was good too.
Homegrown's playing his own game over here, naming movies with pinball in them. So Toy Story 3, A Beautiful Mind, and Adventureland apparently all had pinball.
Bad flippers. Want to play?
Sure. It's dumb. Some of them are kind of not.
I don't think I got an extra ball. I don't think that was actually very good. It was all about that huge mech suit multi-ball.
RoboCop?
It's getting those snicks.
Is that one with
Snicked.
cowboys or one with pinball?
Deadpool pinball. Bring it to you again.
Batman?
Or is pinball to movies?
I don't know.
Let me just look up Jurassic Park.
I don't know what the category. I think it was movies with pinball. Is what he was talking about.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton of pin-based movies, that's for sure. Oh, The Crow had pinball machine. I don't remember the last time I saw The Crow. I'm sure I rented it or saw it on TV after it came out. If I didn't also see it, that's been a while.
If we're naming movies that had a pinball machine, I feel like that's not. There's a lot of those. And I guess when you said that originally, Stella, I thought you were talking about movies that had a pinball machine in the movie. And that's what I was thinking would be difficult. Oh, come on, me. The wizard, over the top, big. Tommy?
Oh, a big, yeah, Tommy. Yeah.
Those all had pinball machines on it? Hey, Homegrown, when's Pepper joining you on stream? I didn't even do it. Were you gonna turn up the like ball eject power or whatever?
I did.
You did, okay.
I think I could have gone like 5 more positions, I think was the...
Jennifer's Body and Halloween 2018 both had pinball machines in them too.
All right, so what do we have here?
You can do a new one if you want.
Oh yeah, here you go. Here's a new one for you. So what, movies with a dog? Don't go too far.
Beethoven. Homeward Bound.
I remember some being like the standard. The old originals.
Christmas Vacation has a dog in it.
Oh, there's one that's a pinball and has a dog in it. Pinball machine. Has a dog in it.
Why isn't there a Christmas Vacation pinball machine? That has a dog in it though. Barfy.
Are there?
No, is it Barfy? What's the dog's name?
I don't think there's any holiday
It's not Barfy.
pinball machines. Oh, Oktoberfest.
There's Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, of course. Yeah, okay. Duh.
Duh.
Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
Wasn't that, it was a couple animals in that, right?
There's 2 dogs and a cat.
Okay, all right.
And lots of like wild animals.
Marley and Me.
Marley and Me.
Little Rascals. Oh yeah, of course, with the
Little bulldog or
yeah,
something,
little,
right?
Yeah, the circle around his eyeballs. I was thinking Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Toto.
Toto and his pinball machine. Sandlot, of course. That's been a while since I've seen that one. That was a good one, Sandlot. Back to the Future.
There's dog in Back to the Future.
Jeepers
Oh!
Creepers. Jeepers Creepers.
Has a dog?
All I can picture is the
Legs.
cover.
The legs is all I can picture.
The legs?
Yeah, isn't there like big legs?
I don't.
Whatever the critters are.
Is it that? Are they spiders?
I never saw the movie. I actually thought that
little, like gremlin-looking things.
Really? I don't know. I never saw
I
it.
might be. I could be very wrong. Cujo. Yes, of course.
Cujo.
Cujo. Pet Cemetery. You should have wombats throwing out the Halloween movies and knowing when the dogs are in the certain Halloween movies. That's pretty good.
Whew.
I'm just trying to think of ones that actually have those.
Ooh. No. Dang it.
Already, some of these we've kind of already answered.
Some of them might be kind of
I
similar.
don't know. I mean,
Some of them are kind of dumb, like movies that start with the. So I took that one out.
yeah. I don't know if we needed to do movies with bears, but
What's that one? Is it Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, this is good, here.
And he's like stuck out in the wilderness.
Wild? Was that what that was called?
I don't remember.
I don't think he had very many lines. I thought it was really good.
Was it Leo?
If we count the Terror Dogs, Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
That counts. Why not?
Jaws. Oh, is there a dog in Jaws? My first thought was. So that actually goes to my next question, or which is movies where someone gets eaten, which I think the last
Jurassic
two.
Park.
I was like the last two, Jaws and Jurassic Park. You know, the Meg. Oh yeah, there you go. There's another shark one. There was that Deep
Sharknado.
Blue. There was Deep Blue. I think was a shark. Yeah, Sharknado.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sharknado.
They made like a bunch of those too. That was the surprising part. I'm sorry. What was the category?
Movies where someone gets eaten.
Okay.
I mean, there's zombie movies.
You think the X-Men made this thing?
Make your choice. Megalodon.
Let's try Megalodon.
Indicate that the
There's not a lot of people eating movies. It'd have to be some type of. Well,
Isn't the Purple People
I
Eater
guess
a
there are a
movie?
couple out there.
Is there a movie
Europa Report. Have I
about?
seen the Europa Report?
Twinkle Death Man.
I'm thinking that you haven't seen it.
I definitely have not seen
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, of course, Alien eats people. Yeah.
Speaking of that, Men in Black had a dog,
And there's things that ate people.
and there's
that.
things that ate people.
And it was in space. You could just use Men in Black for everything. Probably had a dog.
Men in Black. It did have a dog. That's why I said
that's what
it.
you just said. Yeah. All right, what's the new topic? All right.
rookie.
Or do you want to know what the new topic is? Because we were on one. It was movies where someone gets eaten. So you had said a bunch of those. So okay, so let's see. I mean, this one could be good. Okay, so movies set in school.
I'm gonna think of some, but I'll wait because you told me not to name
there's
them all.
there's a few. There's 5, and you name all 5, and people are halfway typing through.
Billy
Never
Madison,
play again.
The Breakfast Club, Clueless.
Come on now. We're never gonna get these. Art the Clown in Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Oh, Ferris Bueller, that's classic, of course. I don't know Art the Clown. See that? There you go. Oh, Lean on Me. That's a good one. So processing. Billy Madison's classic.
Yeah,
There
Billy Madison.
was definitely a time when what's his face?
Breakfast Club
had
and
a
Clueless.
bunch of great movies. I can't think of his name now. Fast Times is Losing My High is one of my favorites. I've got that in my collection. Because it was more, it was definitely my age. The assistant to the assistant manager. Yeah, that was, and I worked at the mall. When I worked at the mall, I worked at Imprints. It was a place where you'd go buy, a poster and have it framed, or just bring something in and get it framed. I was a framer. We're talking, 80s, late 80s. And
Make your choice.
I worked at a restaurant there. It was a Mexican restaurant, and I was a busser.
Indicate that the Megalodon is directly below us.
And I worked at the Gap. And basically, if I needed to eat or if I needed clothes, then I would work at those places. I went
That's the
on a
best
date
part about
with the
working
girl
at the
from
mall.
like the pretzel place. That was like my life for a couple years, was working in the mall. I
Dude,
never
the mall
worked at
was
the
a-
movie theater though, which I totally should have.
The mall was a great place to work though, because you got a discount at the food court.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you needed clothes, you want to get there.
I worked at Bath and Body Works. Was one of my first jobs I had, and at the time, I don't know if this is still the case, but at the time it was owned by the same people that owned Express and the Limited. So you got a discount at all 3 stores. So you could get clothes and candles
yeah,
and
Back to the
soaps and
Future.
perfumes and shit.
Back to the Future at school, of course. Biff.
That's a good call.
Which one was I thinking? Oh, I was
Hocus
thinking
Pocus
of-
has a school setting.
There's a movie with Rodney Dangerfield which was called Back to School.
Hocus Pocus has a school scene in the beginning of the movie and one where they kill the witches.
How about Romeo and Michelle?
Romeo and Michelle. Well, yeah, actually, there's school scenes in that.
Yeah, right.
Flashbacks.
Well, I mean, they're going to their high school reunion.
But the beginning of the
that's
movie, they're at their
right.
high school, though.
That's
Remember
right,
when they put the magnets on her and
Yeah.
eat her cheeseburger?
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
Hey, Homegrown, have a
Hey,
great night.
Homegrown.
Thanks for
Yeah.
stopping by.
Yeah, thanks. We'll see you next time. I think, doesn't he stream Tuesday?
We'll catch you on the flip side.
I think Homegrown streams on Tuesday. If you're not following Homegrown,
So Homegrown, yeah,
Homegrown.
did Homegrown get a shout out when he
if
came
you're
out?
not
It should
following
have done it
Self-Processing,
automatically.
follow Self-Processing. Who streams? Does everyone stream? Everyone follow everybody.
Homegrown streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think around 9 p.m.
Wombat
Pacific.
Pinball, do you stream pinball as well? I mean,
And Vinny was here. I don't know if Vinny's still here, but Vinny streams on Wednesdays. I'm not sure what time Vinny is normally on, but I feel like it's usually kind of later also. At least for, you know.
because we didn't have a, so let's see, so if we do, so we can find out that. And
They all popped up already, but
so you do exclamation point SO, then at Wombat? Is that what you do?
yeah. Wombat doesn't stream.
Oh, no, okay.
That'll be fun. What pinball machines do you have?
Or virtual pins for that matter.
What do you play?
Have you been watching pinball for a while? In Wombat, where are wombats from?
Australia.
Are they like the ones
They're
with
a
the really big
marsupial.
eyes?
They're a small
They
marsupial.
have those really big eyes and they're like little cute little ears.
No, they're not. They're not like the weird monkey thing. That's
I was
not
doing
a
this because they had like
Wombat's kind of like a. I think wombat is sort of bigger than like a groundhog, and it's a marsupial, I believe.
Is that one that has a pouch?
Marsupial is one that has a pouch. Yeah.
A wombat sounds pretty aggressive. Is a wombat aggressive or is it more cuddly?
Is anything in Australia cuddly?
Well, the little things with the eyes.
Is that Australian? I think that's like. I think that's like the Amazon or something.
It might be.
Winner over here.
Okay, so
So
Wombat has
yeah.
five pins, which is awesome. Did you get one? And
Oh,
think,
great collection.
I'll only get two. Or, oh wait, I'll only get...
We'll just start with one, and then all of a sudden you have 5, because that's pretty much what happened to us.
That's funny. So you said wombats are Australian, but Wombat is from New Jersey.
Oh, got it. Did you want to play?
I do, yeah. The Walking Dead Premium, that's one I'd like to play for a little while. I'd like to own that one for a little bit. It's not I think the only time I'm usually playing that is at some sort of, convention or whatever it is. And we've got the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show that happens in June. And they bring hundreds of pinball machines. It's great. And that's typically there. But I don't know of a place around here that actually has that. Maybe it's rotated out and had it a little bit. But that's always one that I want to... So many pinball machines.
Missed you.
I do, my recommendation for streaming is definitely set, unless you've got nothing better to do. But, wow, it went down twice, it didn't do anything.
It's a fucking bummer, dude.
Make sure that, you give yourself time. You don't necessarily want to do it every day, otherwise it becomes a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep it fun.
Yeah, keep it...
Let's do this.
Because you're not going to make any money doing it. You're not going to, It's really more for the fun. It's really more for just kind of building the community because it is such a small community.
For making pin pals.
It's making pin pals. Yeah, the community itself is awesome. We just had a Self-Processing come over here. We had gone to his place so many weeks ago, and then he was just here Saturday.
Did you see that Homegrown said he went back and watched the stream of Self-Processing?
Oh, I didn't see
That
that.
was nice to
Oh,
go back
nice.
and watch the VOD. Sal said, so you enjoyed the tire fire?
It was pretty good. I thought, I thought you and Courtney did really well with Chad and just kind of, keeping things going because I was
Somebody had to, because you were playing the whole time.
I was playing for a little bit. So that was nice. And then when I would kind of move, would kind of switch off. I'm like, oh man, what am I supposed to be doing right now?
So Walking Dead is Wombat's all-time favorite.
Oh, nice.
And JP Premium is close second.
Yeah, JP Premium is that's what we were playing the other night, and that's one of my favorites.
I feel like I just haven't given Walking Dead the time of day yet because I don't like the theme. But everybody says it's a good pin. So one of these days I'm gonna have to actually like try it more.
So a couple of the changes that like playing within Deadpool, now that I've raised it to like 7.2 or so, at least on the device that I'm using, is when the ball seems to be coming out of the scoop now, more on the actual flipper. I'm actually playing this more on the flipper, where before it was actually hitting the plastic. So it's still a little bit there, but it seems to be getting. This is always terrible.
Be prepared. It's a brutally tough game a lot of the time, Walking Dead. So it's gonna kick my ass, and it's a theme I don't like. I should probably just never play it. I didn't play Jurassic Park for the first like probably 6 months we owned it. I played it a couple times, but I mostly avoided it.
It angered me a lot. Should have.
It gets easier the more you play it, though.
Yeah,
and I do really like the theme on Jurassic Park.
The satisfying shot of taking that, however it's coming in, either through the center or through that sort of left orbit, if you will, and just being able to hit that tower shot with that right flipper. That's cool, especially if you can get it to go around once and then on that orbit and come back up. That's a fast shot. It's either you get that shot or you miss it and then you just shoot it right down the alleyway. So you got to make sure and actually have it on time. I guess I should play that.
Just grab a few drinks and let it fly. Yeah. So Wombat watched a tutorial a couple times to really get a grasp on the code, and it still took a good 6 months of playing and watching videos to break it down.
I think I watched Don't Panic Flip for Jurassic Park. I watched Don't Panic Flip a lot because when he was playing it, definitely one of his favorite games. And he would run through, he would tell you the shots that he's going to make next. So you could start learning what you wanted to do and maybe some of the order. And when we started streaming, that's what I started doing with a lot of these, is trying to give folks an idea of where they're actually supposed to, try and
I mean, it gives you something to talk about too if you don't know what to talk about. Especially if, like streaming is totally new to us at the time. I don't know what to tell you I'm doing because I'm probably not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but yeah, George is awesome. Sel says, really got the sense once I got the shots down and some sleep that I could do well on JP. I'm sure you could. Yeah, it's kind of brutal at first, but oh my god, I'm stuck on my microphone.
It's satisfying once you should go on mute so you're not just totally beating that thing up.
You watched Bo and Kern's tutorial for Walking Dead and went from there, yeah. Hey Moody, how's it going?
Hey Moody. Is he still shooting the floor?
Was your Walking Dead premium too? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we had never played Jurassic Park pinball before we bought it. I think that him watching Dead Flip or Don't Panic Flip.
Don't Panic.
That was kind of enough to convince him he'd like it between that and the theme. And luckily he loves it.
Yeah. It's a great theme. And I know the movie code, someone put that out there. And that looked cool, but for some reason I never went out and got it.
Well, we downloaded it actually because we were worried it, whoever had it out there for free would take it down. So we're like, oh, we should download it and save it. But we've never installed it.
Holy shiatsu, it's happening!
Somebody should investigate Moody Mystery. Why was he playing Space Harrier? Must run on Ultima.
I don't know why that's giving you enough time, I think, on that. So when you start Little Deadpool multi-ball, It gives you so many seconds before, when it holds the ball in a Deadpool, it gives you so many seconds to do whatever. And you can hit the stand-ups, I should have just gone for it. You can hit the stand-ups, then the ball will come out. But I'm thinking that you take that extra time and you start working on snicks. Oh, I went the wrong way.
Biggest problem is now with the Insider Connector, they're finding ways to just prevent everyone from tampering with the video assets.
Yeah, that is true.
Because they're no fun.
Legally, I wonder if they have to do that. I don't know if that's a.
I mean, if it's a home machine.
Yeah, I mean, someone could change the code. It's not the maker's fault, unless they put it in the, you know, the contract. Because it could make people want to buy it if you can put that other code on it, and that would impact sales.
What's hanging?
Ooh.
Here to help, Deadpool.
All right, there we go. So we got orbits or our team ups. Make your choice. All right, since I've got 2 team ups, I usually go for Mystique.
Humans cannot live together in peace.
Heaven forbid we want to make our games more fun somehow, right?
Right. You want to find next adventure? What did I get? Oh, it was just the when we were streaming JP, and I ended up getting like 1.3 billion, 1.2 some odd billion, and I didn't even realize. I don't even think I got to the end. I must have had something was going on. I think I had like a T-Rex. That was terrible. Right, I'm gonna try one more.
Stick around. That's a skill.
I know Los had gone on a little earlier.
I understand it's all licensing issues, but still just frustrating. Yeah, they're way too, yeah, it almost feels like would they try to make us like not be able to put fun little like mods on it too if they could prevent that, like make it so that it just has to stay standard how they designed it. Like I get that they pay people a lot of money probably to design them a certain way, and they probably want their pins to look the way they created them, but some people have done really cool stuff with them. Yeah, so Los is on still, Pez Johnson is on, and Frisco is on under
TPN.
TPN.
You can always go to Frisco.
Meanwhile, I will locate the Kraken.
Time to inflate the steam. Her Highness,
This would be the one that I get over $1 billion on.
Yeah, like there's some really cool mods, right? I like that, I don't know what to call that, but like, you know, that sort of characteristic of really liking something that you own, that's one of your hobbies, and like trying to make improvements to it yourself kind of thing. Like, you know, we do that with board games too. I mean, mostly me, but some of our board games, like I buy all the fancy little pieces for it instead of using the cardboard pieces and stuff like that. Like it's fun if you really like a board game to upgrade the pieces and like 3D print your own like holders for the cards and do that kind of cool stuff just to make it more thematic and more, you know, your own. I need to learn how to actually design stuff that I can 3D print myself, because that'd be cool, but luckily there's lots of talented people out there that post stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I will locate the Kraken.
Two. So one more. See if I can actually get a snick with it.
quit shaking the machine.
Oh. Alright, so I gotta get... I need to at least... I gotta clear this Megalodon. So I gotta get the red arrows that are moving. So it should go to the center unless it's already... Yep. So I'm gonna have to go left or orbit or that one. So now I can get... Let's see, it's gonna be on the right side.
Okay, so you wanted to go to Frisco? I'll type it in. It's a is it the Pinball Network or just Pinball Network?
Right, so that's just been my night.
Frisco Pinball Network. No, the...
Boo.
The Kraken there in Seattle, that's right.
It's an ion power neutralizer. Make your choice.
I mean, I gotta finish that because I'm here.
Directly below us. Prepare to drop. Meanwhile, I will locate the Kraken.
I keep almost drinking your soda because it's right next to my hand.
Maybe it's working for you. I'm glad I can hit that scoop from both flippers. Because that thing's that countdown to get some stuff. It could be tough to just get it on one side. Oh, I've got 2 balls locked. I gotta get that third ball. Try and get a snicked. That's not how you're gonna do it. Pass. Snicked. Lock. Nope. You just gotta try it, right? You gotta keep practicing. Shit, pretty much, I go for around the sort of the butt of the gun, sort of the tail end.
Tried, I didn't
butt.
cough that whole time I was on mute, and then as soon as I take it off, I need to cough again.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, Mystique.
Oh, that's kind of a good dad joke. Sometimes the bot's good. Good bot. Is the pool safe for diving? It deep ends. When is a door not a door?
When is a door not a door? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know this one. I don't remember it. I don't know.
When it's a jar. At least it wasn't a shallow joke. That's right.
It's gonna do me any good there. That's what I wanted. So you need to get the Wolverine spinners, the center spinner. That'll help me defeat, oh my gosh, Mystique. This ball save.
Weapons and enemies.
Come on now.
Dimension regeneration is working.
I gotta get the scoop. That's not where I want that ball to go. Get in there.
You mistake. You so had me fooled.
That's good, because then I had to snick as well.
Ooh, it's a repulsor ray.
I like the weird circus music from Deadpool. Doesn't it sound kind of like circus
it
music?
does, yeah. Alright, so I need one more weapon to get an extra ball.
Seems like it would be a dark circus somehow.
Oh, that's not what I want. Nope, same thing. Just try and snick it again. Snick.
That's fun to say.
Oh,
No, don't do that. It hurts.
that's only one. Okay, so I need to get weapons. because then it's gonna light extra ball.
Weapons!
Extra ball is lit.
It's lit.
Hit the boom button.
Extra ball.
Yep. Chimichanga.
Ready to rock, CP?
So I can at least get both. I gotta go for both quests because I haven't done both of them tonight since I'm here.
Dazzler wasn't in the movies. Was she?
Oh my gosh. Not that I know of, but I'm sure the comic books, which is what the pin's based on.
Yeah.
It's a self-cycling exhaust gas launcher thingy! T-Rex.
All right, so that one.
To get a sample of that T-Rex's DNA.
So this one is green arrows, little Deadpool. Green arrows, little Deadpool. You only need one green arrow, but of course, more green arrows gives you more points.
Also this.
Uh-oh. So hop out.
Here's something you can do. Punch!
Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to get that. Went there, it's not what I wanted. Uh-oh. Dang it.
Oh.
Oh, you bastard. I was gonna lose it anyway. Alright, extra ball. But now I gotta get back in the scoop.
That's a bummer, dude.
What's you, grasshopper? Okay, Sherlock, you get
Doesn't get me back there.
Nice. More weapons.
Saber.
Oh, I guess I finished that one. Well, fine.
What was that?
Dunno.
Is it windy outside? Did the power just like shut out? I mean, everything else would have blinked.
It's all the snow. The 10 feet of snow.
We didn't get 10 feet. I wonder if it's windy.
Oh, it did. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Right, so that's gonna do that. So now I need to get that in the scoop.
Well, it's too dark. I can't tell if it's windy or not.
There it is.
Hyper combo finish. Say it,
I'm still here.
I was getting a few of those.
I feel like the game sort of almost seemed like it was about to just turn off for a second.
Yeah,
Like
but
it
it
had
seemed
like
if
a
it was
little.
windy.
I was trying to see if it was windy, but it's too dark to see.
It was pretty windy yesterday.
I mean, it's been windy here and there.
nice one.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow.
Not tomorrow.
It is supposed to snow tomorrow and Thursday. Yikes, man, some cold temps coming up.
Deadpool says, never leave.
It's basically, it's gonna be cold enough to snow pretty much every day for the next 10 days. overnight.
That's not what I want. I just want to finish it. That's not what I want. Oh, come on now. There we go. So now I can get that in the scoop, I think.
They're called New Adventure Awaits. What's the new adventure?
Oh, there it is.
Looks like I'm gonna be on electric heat for a while.
All right, so Queen of the Ball. I've got that, so that's one multi-ball. Then I've got Mech Suit multi-ball, which will be ready after this.
We're in the zone here, apparently.
Yeah, sorry. See, I was saying last time that I should just go for a multi-ball. Or I mean, sorry, go for snicks. While the ball's being held in there. And then by the time I can get a snicks, like that, then the ball will release. Now I have a snicks. And now
Did you hear something too, Sal? Was that was the fan or something?
Oh, really? Oh, okay, let's take that back. Jeez. Need to get it in, little Deadpool.
Fan on the stern power supply.
This thing is fishing.
Yes. Oh,
They are basically leaf blowers.
okay, so I need to get it in the dang scoop.
Looks kind of like a weaponizer.
Next suit, multi-ball. Just keep that last ball going. Four times multiplier.
Whoopsie. Sorry, little Deadpool cam. Just bumped the whole rig. Is there like a Nyan cat in the background? Boom button ready.
Oh, I want to get him back. Really want a snake. There we go. Oh.
You've never beaten this game yet.
I've not gotten to Mr. Sinister, no.
Yeah.
Amazingly enough, I've never gotten to it.
You've come very close, I think, but
Oh. Just give me. I still have, that's really good. That's not, I think I had like $3.95 on that other one. I'm surprised I didn't get a
wow.
balls in there. Give it to me. Little Deadpool. Don't think it realizes it has it in there. Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna open it up and release that ball in little Deadpool.
Let's go
And
straight
then it's
down the
gonna
middle.
go straight down the middle.
Game froze. I mean, the screen's still moving.
Yeah, it still should be. There it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, it moved the ball. There it goes. Like, oh, I moved the ball up the thing. Uh-oh, that's never good. Okay, well, so I need to battle. That's not battling.
You're really good at not battling. Oh, oh,
Double danger.
careful.
Yeah. But that was gonna be like death. Whenever it comes off that
Dude,
side,
yeah, I
if it
found
just
that out.
starts, there's that pop bumper there.
Alright,
and, if you
Juggernaut.
can, and if you can get, yeah, that's good. If you can actually get the ball to, you know, go on that pop bumper by a little Deadpool, then you're okay. But oh, come on. Oh boy. Oh. There it is. Oh, another one. Thought maybe I could get the scoop, so I do need to get the scoop to finish this off. There it is.
Deadpool wins.
I gotten all of them yet? Alright, so now I'm sorry.
Oh, you found flipper toppers that mirror the art underneath? That's kind of cool. So it almost, well, you got the ones that have the cutout in them. You got the metal ones for this, so they're supposed to match the katana handle.
Uh-oh. Fuck, I couldn't move it because it was already double dangered. Shoot. See, that's what happens. Oh, it was a good last game. Actually got through the
Nice.
stuff, so. All
right.
Let's do this. Let's,
Did you hit enter to send the raid?
no, but I will.
Okay.
You can say goodbye. How about that?
Send everybody over to see Frisco's playing some Avengers on Pinball Network. So have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks.
Make sure to follow Frisco's personal, Frisco Pinball,
Yeah.
as well as Pinball Network if you're not. And we'll see you Friday.
Yeah, thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs. Thanks again for hanging out. Sub processing. Always good to see you.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it. And some new folks too. Wombat. That was
Yes,
fun.
yeah.
Totally new
And Nurse.
person.
Merce
That's
the
right,
nurse.
Merce the nurse. Yeah, that's great. So
That's what I'm gonna have to remember.
We're gonna be on Friday and then Sunday we're gonna have
Sunday
another
this weekend.
guest. But Friday we'll be playing Deadpool. So we'll see you. Thanks a lot. Bye.